Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter. In Cypress, Texas, on the night of April 10, 2026, a family was inside their home, going about their night. Children were there. It was a Friday, a normal night, until it wasn't. Glass shattered. Gunshots came from outside the house. In an instant, the place they were in no longer felt safe. And then, it didn't stop. Before anyone could fully process what was happening, the violence moved inside. By the time deputies arrived, a mother was gone. And what happened in that home didn't start that night. This is the story of Tynice Friday. Tynice Friday was 44 years old. She was a mother with children inside that home the night she was killed. In the days leading up to April 10th, she had taken steps to separate from her husband. She had filed for divorce and had voiced concerns about her safety. She was trying to create distance, trying to step away from something that was already breaking down. But on that night, the distance she was trying to create didn't exist anymore. The first shots came from outside the house. Bullets went through a window into the living room. Inside, her children were still there. No warning, no time to process what was happening. Investigators say the shooter came inside. In a matter of moments, what was happening outside wasn't outside anymore. Tynice Friday was shot in her home. After the gunshots, a child reached for a phone. A 6-year-old boy called 911, trying to get help, trying to explain what he had just seen. Dispatchers were told that his father had shot his mother. A call from inside a home that just moments before had felt normal. By the time first responders arrived, Tynice Friday was found inside the home. She did not survive. In the hours after the shooting, investigators identified the suspect as her husband, Keith Washington. He had left the scene in a vehicle described by authorities as a silver truck. A search began. Later, deputies located him. What followed was a standoff. Officials say he fired from inside the vehicle during that standoff. The situation lasted for hours, until eventually he surrendered. He was taken into custody and later charged with murder. As more details began to emerge, a clearer picture started to form. Court records show there had been a prior incident in 2019 involving an allegation of assault. That case was later dismissed. In the days before her death, Tynice had voiced concerns about her safety and had taken steps to leave the relationship. A full motive has not been publicly detailed. But what is known is that the relationship had already started to unravel. For the children inside that home, this night didn't end when it was over. It's the sound of glass shattering, the moment their home stopped feeling safe, and the memory of reaching for a phone and calling for help alone. At this time, Keith Washington remains in custody facing a murder charge. The case is now moving through the courts, and what happens next will be decided there. For Tynice Friday's family, this is a loss that can't be undone. Our thoughts are with Tynice Friday's family and loved ones. As we close this episode, sharing her story helps keep her name in focus and on what happened. For more cases and updates, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. If there's a story you believe deserves attention, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.